If art history were a party, Robert Rauschenberg would be amongst the most witty of conversationalists. Graduate students in the UWM Department of Art History have put together this exhibition showcasing works from his very important series in the late 1960s into the 1970s. Let's go look at this. We're here with three of the students in the UWM Art History Graduate Program, Emily Cornish, Delisa Peterson, and Jackie Murphy. And so ladies, tell us about Robert Rauschenberg and about the scope of this exhibition and some of its main themes.
Robert Rauschenberg is an American artist. I think pretty much today he's kind of referred to as like an American sort of Renaissance man for his time. With this exhibition, we don't really pay attention to a lot of his more well-known like combines or like his white and his red paintings. We actually focus in particular on a lot of his prints. The focus of the show had a lot to do with his passion for preserving the environment. A lot of us were kind of honing in on his love for collaboration.
This exhibition grew out of a class that's here led by Professor Richard Leeson. And as part of the class, you're putting together this show, but was it sort of open-ended, or did you know exactly what the themes or the ideas were going to be, or was that something that came about as you were doing the research?
We somewhat knew that it was going to focus on global matters. We really came up with the concept of the importance of that collaboration in his works as we explored options for the thesis.
What was the most challenging thing about bringing it together?
I don't know if there were any really large challenges, but I know that as a class, we each had our own ideas of what we wanted this exhibition to look like or what we wanted to do with the art itself. And I think the most challenging would just to be make sure that we were all on the same page, to make sure that everyone knew what was going on, and communication was definitely a big part of that.
This space called Deposit, it was made in 1975. This whole exhibition is kind of organized around the 45th anniversary of the inaugural Earth Day, just to kind of show that Rauschenberg was very much a part of the environmental activism of the time. In this piece, you can see nature but also industry. The map of America, right in the center there, is actually turned around, so it's backwards. Then of course there's some roots because it's been flipped upside down as well. While the United States has roots, it might not be doing enough on its surface to keep those roots intact. It's all a mix of both industry and nature throughout the whole thing, and layered on top of each other you can see those aspects.
So this is Robert Rauschenberg's Horse Feathers 1312. It's part of his Horse Feathers 13 series. One of the things that kind of makes this series unique as far as a printing series is the fact that there are variable and there are fixed images. So what I mean by fixed images is that in this particular print, for example, in every run of that print, there are fixed images which do not change, and that would be the big image of the fox here, and then the little man in the corner there. And there are other variable images, which would be this collage piece, this one, this one, this one, and then all of these going up here, which are different in every run and printing of that particular print, and that's pretty much how it is with the Horse Feathers series across the board. This is kind of Rauschenberg as a whole poking fun at the notion of high art or mass-produced art, because he's taking prints which are usually considered to be a mass-produced medium in the art world and making each and every print within that series unique.
Around the 1970s, Rauschenberg moved from New York City to an island off the Florida coast, Captiva, and it was here where he began making his cardboards. However, his materials changed drastically from what was available in New York to what was available in Captiva, and so he began working in cardboard around this time. cardboard series are all screen printed, the entire surface, to make it appear like what corrugated cardboard would look like when it's been used and shipped. All of the words on this piece here, like the perishable, keep frozen, and the numbers right here, and even the detailing with the corrugated cardboard here and over here are all screen printed in one run. The detailing in this work were manufactured by Rauschenberg.
It comes together just beautifully in the space, and the themes and everything are illustrated just wonderfully well in the exhibition catalog. So definitely come down and see this. Emily, Alyssa, and Jackie, thank you so much for telling us about this exhibition, and see you next time when we'll look at something else.